Are made, where we believe that you can be a millionaire in all 6 aspects of health. We do episodes every week on physical, mental, intellectual, social, spiritual, and financial health. Today's episode is going to be a great one. It's going to be on physical health and the lazy man's 5-minute workout. So if you only got 5 minutes, we're going to learn what's going to be best for you. Millionaires Are Made is the show built on the fundamental belief that every person you meet knows something that you don't, and that there's something to be learned from everyone in this beautiful, beautiful world. In the spirit of authenticity and to remove any sort of bias, I don't even know who the guests on this episode will be until about 15 to 20 minutes before, and we only talk about how the show is going to go, and we don't talk about each other's tips so that they're raw and authentic from each of our guests. If you think you have something to share, and I know you do, we would love to have you as a guest. Please come sign up, www.millionairesaremade.com. The link is dropped below. We'd love to hear your information, get you on a show, and let you spread your knowledge to the world. On that note, if you have a topic that you have not seen or want us to go over again with new guests, please let us know. We love topics. We love learning and exploring all sorts of new things. It's kind of fun for us to go find guests that have expertise in that topic. So please give us topic ideas. If you also have a podcast and you need some guests, there's 4 lovely people that'll be on this episode that would love to come share more knowledge and be on your podcast. Just give us a little DM or an email and we'll hook you up with all their info. As our guests come on, they'll have their socials dropped. Audience, please comment. Please ask questions. Please follow and like and share not only our socials, but also for our guests, because it's so nice of them to take time out of their day to go give you free information to help you grow on your life journey. If you love our show, which I already know you do, and you're looking for something a little more one-on-one, I do offer free coaching sessions as part of me giving out more information as much as I can. So the link for that's being dropped if you want to have a one-on-one coaching session with me. I'm sure that a lot of our guests as well, you can reach out to them on social media and get some one-on-one time with them. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, all that stuff so we can keep this show going on the road. We do have some awesome shout outs that we're going to be going through. First off, we've got Rock Solid Women's Empowerment Coaching. If you are a woman that wants to be empowered, which all of you should, link is dropped right now. Meet Bonnie Hardy. She's a women's empowerment coach in Atlanta, Georgia. Specializes in mindset, gratitude, and personal development. Also a guest on this show. Offers a super unique, really cool approach, combining vision boards with the wheel of life. And she owns and manages the Atlanta Airbnb property on site. So it's a cool little retreat. Go check her out. Connect with her for holistic empowerment. We've also got our Reboot by John. Meet Charles W. Smith Jr. He's a multi-award-winning entrepreneur. Has also been a guest on this show. Published author, dynamic motivational speaker. He has a powerful message, Reboot My Way of Thinking. He provides all these sweet tools for gaining clarity on your identity and also empowerment. A little more on the male side here. Connect with him at the link being dropped below. Start your transformative journey today. Then if you got some long hair problems, either yours or a loved one's, we want to introduce Whoopsie Hair Ties. The owner has actually been a guest on this show. Style meets resilience. Whoopsie Hair Ties redefine the ordinary with their versatile, durable accessories. Celebrate strength and uniqueness with every twist. Join and embrace the power of Whoopsie Hair Ties. And then one of our favorite sponsors, Gunther's Adventures. Gunther's the name of an awesome upgraded Toyota SUV that goes pretty much everywhere in this world. Off-roading, 4x4. Check out the adventures. Link is being dropped right now. It's a one-stop shop for adventure, inspiration, and cleverly designed Toyota upgrades. Made by my man himself, Joe. Whether you're a seasoned overlander or a weekend warrior, Gunther's helps you push your Toyota further. Today, our episode is on physical health, 5-minute workout. That's all you got. That's all you got, and it's better than squat. Been practicing that one. Here's my tip. Here's something I do with anytime I'm in office or anytime I'm working, which I am doing literally right now. I just got done doing them. I have an alarm on my Google Home or smart speaker, whatever, every 15 minutes. From basically when I start working till when I'm done, every 15 minutes, I do 11 push-ups. That's it. It's super simple. Takes like 10 seconds, helps you stop, focus, reset, go on to a new task. I do like 15 minutes of, focused work on one project, go do some push-ups, go to the other. If I get tired of push-ups, I'll do sit-ups, do something else. And overall, it probably adds to, 5 to 10 minutes, but it's something simple and easy that you can do to help break up your day and keep your physical health top notch. But we got more tips to give you. So first up, we're going to bring Sam out here, and Sam's going to give us another awesome tip. Sam, who are you?
Hey, good morning, Austin. So Sam Westfall, founder and owner of Archery in Motion, which is a moving target platform. Long time, 35-year hunter and competitive shooter, and now getting into being an archery coach as well. So
archery coach, archery shooter. Very cool. All right, Sam, if I wanted to improve my physical health with just a quick little 5-minute workout, what tiny piece of advice would you give me?
So I like your 15 minutes, drop down, do 11 push-ups. That's awesome. For me, it's when I roll out of bed in the morning, it's 30 push-ups, 30 squats, 30 leg lifts, whatever the case may be. So I get lower leg, core, and upper body, and that really takes no time at all. And you add one every day, then you're always constantly building into the muscle groups. And then you're moving on to the next thing, go take for the rest of your day.
I love it. So there's this new kind of trend, craze, whatever it is. I think it's called like the 30-30-30. I love to do, 30 push-ups for me. You can do sit-ups, whatever you want, and 30 ounces of water within the first 30 minutes. I think it's also 30 grams of protein. You heard of that one?
I have. Proteins, it's definitely a necessity. I don't know if I want to have 30 grams of protein right when I start my morning, though.
Maybe that's the challenge. I don't know. I'll have to look into it and see if it works out. 30 grams is, that's a couple of eggs plus some avocado, throw some turkey bacon. That's a good amount of protein to start off with. Right.
You're jumping into it deep.
Interesting. Maybe that'll be our daily challenge. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, so can you what on your life journey taught us this tip?
I had a buddy of mine. I was in the military. I got up and worked out first thing in the morning in the military. And I've taken that a little bit to the extreme as I've gotten older and gotten out of the military. So now I just keep it going. It keeps me from having to do a major workout throughout the course of the day because you've already been fasting. Now you're waking up, you're doing a quick little workout, you're getting your heart rate up, you're getting your breathing up, you're building those muscles every day, and then you're off to the rest of your day. So it means it gives you an opportunity to, not that you shouldn't work out the rest of the day, but it gives you an opportunity to start your morning with a quick, easy workout.
At least get your body flowing, get some muscle building. All right, so you do 30 push-ups or sit-ups, or what did you mix it up?
Minimum, yeah, it's minimum 30 push-ups, 30 squats, 30, whether it's 30 seconds as a plank or 30 leg lifts, but it's always upper, lower, and core.
Upper, lower, and core. Okay, so 30 of each. And so if you're watching at home and 30 seems like a lot, start with 5. Do 5 upper body, 5 lower body, 5 core. And then drink some water.
That's right.
Awesome, Sam. Well, that's very good. 30. So 30, when you first wake up, that's the first thing you do.
Very first thing, rolling right out of bed.
I love it. Awesome. Thank you so much for your advice, Sam. We're going to move on to our next guest. We'll put you backstage for a second. Next up, we have Vicky. Vicky, who are you?
Hi, I am Vicky Midwood. I am a mom. I am a cat lover. I'm a health coach, addiction eliminator. I'm an author and a podcaster.
Holy shit, you do too much. Give it a rest, why don't you? If I wanted to improve my physical health with a 5-minute workout, Vicky, what tiny tip would you give me?
I would habit stack it. So tack it on to something that you're already doing. And for me, that would be a kitchen workout while the kettle is boiling and you're making your first cup of tea.
All right. So tea, coffee, your beer while you're cracking your beer, whatever you're drinking.
Well,
whatever
first thing in the morning, I hope it's not a beer.
It takes time to open that vodka bottle at 8 in the morning. Okay. So what kind of a workout would you do then? You're waiting for
I like to go with body weight, because I think as women particularly, it's so important that we don't shy away from using our bodies to do things like press-ups and planks and squat jumps and lunges and that sort of stuff. And if you're in the kitchen, you can always grab something to make it a little bit heavier if you want to, like a couple of bottles of whatever's in there that's heavy. I don't know, fabric conditioner, tins of beans, whatever's there. But do 20 seconds of an exercise, have a little 10-second breather, and then do it again 4 times. And what I like to do, pick 2 exercises, that's all. So you don't need to overthink it. You do one of the exercises 4 times, then you do the second exercise 4 times, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, done. And what I suggest people do is that they just get their body moving for the first minute, so that you got a minute of mobilizing, kettle's boiling, put the tea bag in, do 1 round of 4 exercises, 4 rounds of 1 exercise. And then by that time, the tea should be ready. Take the bag out, do the next exercise, job done.
I love it. All right. So tea kettle, how long does its kettle take to like boil or heat or whatever?
If it's first thing in the morning and it's from cold, it's going to take a little while, isn't it? It's going to take 2 or 3 minutes. So that's going to give you time to mobilize for the first minute and do 2 minutes of 1 exercise 4 times.
I love it. I mean, it's almost like, Sam, he's a go-getter, gets up and goes. I'm more on your pace. Like, all right, let's go get something going. I'll do 11 push-ups, get my day rolling. Yeah, okay. So this could happen while the coffee pot's going. This could happen while the tea kettle is there. If you don't drink either of those things, what would be another good time? What else do you have to wait for? Maybe while your eggs are cooking?
Anything that requires you to wait. So it could be that you're boiling something, or you've got something in the oven that's only in there for 5 minutes, or under the grill and you've got to keep an eye on it. Whatever way you can't walk away from the kitchen, and you can utilize the work surface to do your press ups on. You can hold on to it to do your lunges if your balance isn't great. So just working out in the kitchen is just so easy to do, and there's always something to utilize to make it harder or easier.
I love it. And so for the workout, Sam, I like his upper, lower, and core. Do you have anything in particular? Do you mix it up each day?
Absolutely. For sure. So the beauty of doing this is, depending on how good you are at thinking of things in the morning, you could do just 1 exercise 8 times, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds, done. And you could pick a different exercise every single day. So you end up going through your whole body by the end of the week. You could do it that way. Or you could pick 2 exercises that are both upper body one day, and then the next day, 2 exercises that are lower body, the next day, 2 exercises that are core based, the next day, 2 that are cardio based, and then you can mix it up. So in other words, the opportunities are endless. You can play around with it. So it's never the same.
And here's a pro secret tip that we're adding into this episode. If you don't know your exercise, or you're confused, or you're bored, or you want ideas, just go ask Sam or go ask Vicky, shoot them a little Instagram DM and say, hey, I'm running out of ideas while my kettle's boiling. And I'm sure that Vicky will have probably like 10 to 15 that she'll give you. And Sam will have plenty too. So if you're running out of quick little ideas, use your resources that we have right here. All right, Vicky, where on your life journey did you learn this tip?
Well, here's the thing. I've been a fitness instructor for 33 years. So exercise is definitely part of my life, but working with clients who have got not a lot of time, but still want to keep their body moving, it's just a simple way of getting it into your day. And even if you can't do anything else, at least you've done that.
That's true. Yeah. And I think that one of the biggest parts, especially for me, I mean, I play team sports and that's amazing. Like I like the competitive, but like working out on my own, man, I've never been to a gym. So being able to get little bits in here and there is like, I think that's a lot of people's problem. They're like, I don't want to set 30 minutes off to go work out. So, I mean, if my kettle's boiling, get some push-ups in, get some sit-ups, whatever it is, and just make sure that we're always moving.
Absolutely.
Awesome, Vicky. I love it. Looks like our audience loved it too. Thank you so much. I'm going to put you backstage and move on to our next guest. Our next guest here is Ross. Ross, who are you?
I'm Ross Alexander. I live in Central Texas. I'm a performance and physical fitness trainer for young athletes. Been doing training since 2003. I was a two-sport collegiate athlete, and I
Nice.
have since October been working on my public speaking and motivational speaking brand as well.
Cool. All right. Collegiate athlete, motivational speaker. Fuck yeah. Looks like he's pretty physically fit over there. Hey, if I wanted to improve my physical health with a 5-minute workout, Ross, what's a tiny tip that you would give me?
I can give you a ton of tips, but what I really like to focus on today would be just stressing your bones. All right. So the way I would work on that is typically what you want to do is you would want to carry weight or put weight on you. And I know you brought up the fact of, going from, a small village to a metropolitan area. And if you look at like TikTok and YouTube, like you see people in small villages all across the world and they put rocks together and they find pieces of furniture and all that stuff. My two favorite things to do are yoke walks, which is putting some sort of weight on your back or on your shoulders and walking, right? So it doesn't require you to have to squat or that, or doing a farmer's walk, which is holding on each side, each hand, holding weight and walking. I found the best thing to do is walking about 20-30 feet, putting the weight down on the farmer's walk, turning back around and then walking it back. And then on the yoke walk, the same type of thing, or just making one giant U-turn circle. Of course, those are full body workouts. Like those are full body, very intense workouts, and you're not going at a hard or high intense pace. So if you do those for 2.5 minutes each, say I'm going to walk back and down there 5 times, then you could really get a full body workout in those 5 minutes just doing that. Now I could also go through a few other things with that, but I will say that doing this type will help you manage your weight. It'll help lose weight, helps with your metabolism, helps burn calories, and it really just enhances your quality of life.
All right, Ross, we're going to interrupt this real quick. We've got a question from the audience. How much time do you spend in the gym?
For me, I've really narrowed it down. When I was younger, of course, I had all the time in the world, 2-3 hours at a time. Guys, I literally last night I spent 25 minutes in the gym hitting my shoulders. I did a total of maybe 30 or 40 different sets of what I wanted. You could definitely bring that down. That's just what I did. I could literally get through a full body workout in 30 minutes. So, but I will tell you this: when I go do about 2 days a week, I do those walks. That's the majority of my workout. After that, I am so winded and my body is already fatigued. I will just go into my garage gym where I hold all my commercial equipment, and I'll just typically do like very light accessory stuff. I'll start stretching or whatnot, because when I do that, that just blows my body up.
Cool. Where on your life journey did you we do have another question, but we'll answer that later on for you. Where in your life journey did you learn this tip?
Man, just the number of people that I've talked to. I've been lucky enough to be around some influential people. One of my mentors, he used to train Olympic athletes. One of my other mentors I trained under was an Olympic athlete. He actually still holds the high jump in Olympic. The Olympic record in the high jump. I've worked under coaches that are directly under a gentleman that actually developed the strength training regimens and way that you structure a workout for CrossFit. So I've been around a lot of great people in my life. And of course, I continue my education. I will tell you this: if you have any doubt in what stress to your bones does, go get an x-ray. I've been squatting and doing lifting since I was 12 years old. A few years ago, I went to a chiropractor and he did an x-ray on my back. And he says, dude, you have the spine of an 18-year-old. And I was 37 at the time. So yeah.
All right, we have a question from the audience. Do you wrestle? Are you?
It's probably from the shirt I'm wearing. So I go do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, judo, and catch wrestling. It's not your typical wrestling that you go into. Catch wrestling is like the grandfather of professional wrestling. When you go and do the Greco-Roman or the freestyle wrestling, that is actually a little brother to catch wrestling. Back in the day, pretty much the way it went about was these catch wrestlers were very dynamic and they could hurt each other. So when they want to teach their sons and children, they develop the freestyle type of wrestling that you see in high schools and colleges today to get them used to that type of base. And then as they got older, they would then put in the submissions. So I do that just to, like I said, great cardio.
Got it. Awesome. All right. Well, dang, Ross, thank you so much. We're gonna bring Vicky and Sam back out and have a little discussion. Hey, Sam, can you quickly refresh what your tip was?
Absolutely. So you're going to wake up in the morning, you're going to do whatever that number is, but 20 to 30 push-ups, 20 to 30 squats, 20 to 30 core exercises, and then you're off to the races for the day.
All right, wake up, get your upper lower core, and then start your day. Vicky, what are your thoughts on that tip?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a great believer in getting your body moving as soon as possible when you get out of bed. As long as you mobilize your joints first and you're warm enough and ready to rock and roll, it just energizes you, starts your day in a great way.
I love it. Awesome. Hey, Ross, what do you think about that tip?
I think moving around is great, especially as we get older. You have to be able to move your joints and move your tendons and everything. Like I get up every morning and I stretch and do some sort of mini yoga type of thing, and I stretch and do dynamic exercises mainly for my hips with no weights included because the body weight will do it for me. But after you get up, you're able to, trust me, if you ever wake up and try to get on the ground, especially I'm 41 now, you start feeling it in your mid 30s. And you're like, man, it hurts to get down. And then after you do some of those stretches and some of that dynamic work, you're able to get up a lot easier. And it's just something that you should really do as you get older.
Stretching is definitely underrated, especially once you hit fucking 30 and you're fucking tired and sore all day. Vicky, what was please refresh us what your tip was.
Yeah, so mine is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds rest, 8 times. That's 4 minutes in total. And you can either just do one exercise and make it different every day, or pick 2 and alternate between them.
And you can do it while your eggs are cooking, your tea is boiling, or your coffee maker's making your coffee.
Absolutely. You can use body weight. You can add some stuff to make it a little bit harder. If you want to add some extra intensity, you could add some jumps if you want to. So it's really up to you how easy or challenging, and it might be different every day.
I love it. What a great addition to your routine. Ross, what are your thoughts?
Oh, for what she does is great. Are you talking about my tip or thoughts?
I'm talking about your thoughts on Vicky's tip.
Oh, I love it. Like, I mean, just find something, and then throughout the day, you do a little bit. Now you don't have to worry about doing it at the end of the day, or when you're really tired, say, I'll do it tomorrow. You already know you kind of got that in. Your metabolism's kind of picking up. You're burning calories while you're waiting to take in some calories. I mean, you're kind of offsetting that. So yeah, I love that thought. I'll be honest, Vicky, my wife does that. Like my wife is a former bodybuilder, and she will be making something in the kitchen, and then like she peeks out and she's in the dining room doing squats while whatever's cooking is cooking. So yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
I love it. Sam, what are your thoughts on Vicky's tip? I know it's somewhat similar to yours.
It's spot on. Ties right directly with mine. So yeah, I all on board. Let's make sure that we're getting some type of exercise in every day.
If you're a go-getter and a morning person, Sam, get up, go do your 30-30-30. If you're a little slower to start your day, maybe you got to turn that teapot, turn that coffee pot on, at least get something in with Vicky. Hey, Ross, can you quickly refresh us what your tip was?
Yeah. Find something to put stress on your bones. Lifting it with your hands in an even manner, putting something on your back. And the thing is you don't have to worry about even moving. You just really just walk. So nice, steady walking. I would say do 5 rounds of each for about 20 to 30 feet there and back. Turns out to be about 40 to 60 feet. You want it to be, it doesn't have to be heavy, just be moderate. You're going to be moderate because it's working your whole body out. You're doing an aerobic, you're getting an aerobic effect, doing an anaerobic movement, which anaerobic is, putting your body under stress due to the weight, but you're getting an aerobic effect because it's going to lift your heart rate up to those fat burning zones. And like I said, it's easy. Like you can find something, hey, this is about even out. Let me hold it on both my hands and walk this far and back, or put it on my back, walk this far and back. And I think that's great. You don't have to do it first thing in the morning. You just find a time to do it, but it's 5 minutes. Let me put some stress on my body and go.
I mean, even here, my idea at least is when I'm making phone calls, phone's on speaker, and I'm doing my work or whatever. Shit, I could be doing it during this episode. I might just have to start walking around while I'm talking to you guys.
Go get some gallons of water, right?
Yeah, get some gallons, and I'll just pace back and forth while I'm interviewing people.
There you
Sam,
go.
what are your thoughts on Ross's tip?
So I really like that one as well. I'm a huge fan of using brute force sandbags for that type of workout. So sand gives you that flexibility of weight. Sand is exponentially cheap, but the brute force sandbags give you that flexibility. The sand shifts. It forces not only your bones to move, but your muscles and your reaction time of how that sand shifts, so that you can really build that whole body workout. So yeah, I'm all on board with that one.
Vicky, what are your thoughts on Ross's tip?
Yeah, I love it, because I think it's so important for women, especially over a certain age, to be really mindful of their bone density. And, I say to all of my clients, as females, you should be able to do 10 press ups with your full body weight, toes on the floor, because if you fall, you got to be able to lift yourself up. And I love the fact that you put something on your shoulders, but my brain goes to women at home. What can they use? Give your kids a piggyback, walk around the garden, right? Because that's the overload, and you don't have to have special equipment. The same thing with the farmer's walk. You know what? How many times do people get heavy shopping bags but put them in the cart? How about you leave the cart at the door of the supermarket and carry the shopping bags, right, in your hands? I know in America you don't tend to have bags with handles on, but we in the UK do. And
we do. No, we do.
Right, okay. So
They just charge us
them.
for them now.
Right. So farmers walk, because that grip strength, especially as we get older, is just so, so important. So I really love that tip. And as you say, you don't have to do a lot. That's the thing.
Just start moving and doing something. All right, guys, we're coming up to we have stretching episode. I think it's coming up, Silver Fox. All right, guys, we have a time. Actually, let's answer this question real quick. Yeah. Stretching. What is your belief on stretching?
It's key. It's critical. Especially if you don't, it's going to hurt.
I agree. Like, you need to stretch it. That's what I do like about the farmers walks, to be honest with you. Especially men, as we get older. My father tore his bicep eating a bowl of cereal, right? He had his right up here. So what like a farmer's walk does, as far as the stretch, it actually elongates those bicep and tricep muscles to where you don't have an unnecessary tear. I think I just discussed earlier about, what I do in the morning to stretch with my hips and my legs and your calves. It just feels so good.
Nice.
I'm a fan of stretching, but I'm going to caveat that and say stretches are not the fix for everything, and sometimes stretching can make things worse. And the most important thing is for us to actually move and mobilize the joints and release tension in the fascia. So I think functional stretching, like you do in yoga, is excellent, but you got to make sure, if you're going to stretch, you got to be warm first. Otherwise, it's a bit like trying to stretch a piece of gum. Right, it just rips in half. You need to make sure that your body is warm. And a lot of people just go straight into stretching and they haven't mobilized and they're not warm. And that's potentially where stretching can actually not be helpful. So I love it, but do it in a way that works with your body, and be mindful of what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Completely agree. There's old school bodybuilders, Vicky, actually, they were not fans of stretching before lifting weights because of that. And they also wanted a sense of tension on their muscles when they lifted, so they wouldn't be so limber that they, in a sense, hurt their tendons or couldn't be able to grow. And so a lot of times the stretching occurred after, when you're, like you said, your body's warm.
Yeah.
Good tips, guys. It's that time of the episode where we got to come up with a daily challenge, which I think this might be one of the easiest episodes ever. It has to be 5 minutes or less per day, cost $0, and be available to anyone in the world from Hong Kong to Hawaii. Thoughts?
Body weight exercise. It's got to be.
Get up and do something. It doesn't matter what it is. Just get up and do something.
Yeah, I agree.
Can we? Let's say Yeah, I want to make.
Is it a challenge per day, or is it a challenge over a week doing something
day.
every day?
Per day, less than 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, get them to do one thing for 1 minute for every single day of the week. A different thing.
Like push-ups for a minute?
Yeah. Squats for a minute, curls for a minute, jumping jacks. That's quite challenging.
I would say if you took a little bit of what each of us had kind of expressed, you
Yeah.
can make a challenge from there. Like I would say I would get up initially, roll out of bed, kind of like what Mr. Westfall does, and just kind of get going there. Even you cut it in half, right? You cut it in half, you go there, then you slide over to what, kind of like what Vicky does. And okay, I'm kind of getting ready for my day. Let me kind of finish this off. By that time, you're kind of warmed up. Like I said, you have get a half a gallon of water or something like that. And you just kind of start walking around, gallon of water, start walking around. Now that you're getting that stretch in, but you're also putting that, stress on your body to kind of get a little bit of weight in. You could even do like get a gallon of water or something kind of heavier in your mouth and do a goblet squat, which is hold weight in front of you, sit back into a squat. You could just do stuff like that. You can become very, you do a lot of stuff with a few gallons of water. And I think Sam had brought up the fact of sand or even water. If you did want to build something, and like a PVC pipe about 3 inches in diameter, and then kind of cap it off, kind of move, say, okay, I've already kind of stretched and I've kind of moved around. Let me go outside. I'm about 2.5 minutes in. Let me go outside and kind of walk around the yard and have this sand or water move back and forth in this PVC pipe that literally costs $3. And you can just become very, do what you want to and become imaginative and creative with 5 minutes of stuff, to be honest with you. But I guess I would say after they're doing that, get a gallon of water and move around. If we want to do a challenge, let's just walk around the living room and kitchen with 2 gallons of water. After you've done all that, get a little bit of stress on your body, and you finish off the 5-minute challenge that way.
All right, so here's what I think I've got from everyone. I think that the point that we're going to try to focus over the next week is different, unique times you can work out. So I'm going to say that you do, sit-ups or push-ups or a walk while you're waiting. And I want something different each day. So if you're waiting in line for the DMV, I want to see you doing jumping jacks. If you're in an airplane waiting, let's see you do some wall sits or something. Because I think that'll help us get our mind learning that we can work out at all times, and it doesn't have to be like all the sweaty, get your workout clothes on. I mean, you can just be like in your car even and just lifting a fucking water jug or something. So I think that I'm not going to put a time limit on it. Obviously I like doing it in the morning and I like, trying to do that. But I think for anyone in the world, we try to focus on improving that there's a lot of different, you can work out at any time, anywhere almost. I mean, we could be doing this show with just water jugs right now.
Don't make it harder than it has to be.
Yeah. So I think that we want to spend, I think that the focus I'm getting from you guys is that you can you could just grab jugs and walk around while you're on the phone, like all this shit. So I think the focus is every day we work it out at a new, unique time that we haven't worked out before in a new, unique way. And we obviously I'm going to take pictures and post it on social media of a new, unique way to work out. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
We're going to have a lot of videos of people walking around with water jugs because of Ross, I feel like.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Cool. All right. Well, that will be our daily challenge. Dun, 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 dun.
Yay.
That brings us to the end of the episode. Thank you all so much for coming. Hope you guys had a blast. I'm going to say a few last words and then we're all done. Everyone, thank you so much for watching another episode of Millionaires Are Made. I hope you guys learned a lot. Working out does not have to be a crazy tough thing. It's all about a little bit of movements here and there. Fuck, you can do it while you're waiting for your kettle to heat. Learned a lot about bones and stretching and just doing that constantly. Hopefully you guys took some advice in, and I can't wait to see you on the daily challenge. I hope today is the best day of your life until tomorrow.